Alright, welcome back to Equal Footing, the most boring of boring maps. Nah, just kidding. It's just sort of the standard map in AoEO. We've got Neenja here, red trunks on the Greeks, taking his hunt. Well, Alex doing a bit of wood gathering at the moment, so it looks like he might be going for an early barracks opening here. Looking for a hunt. He's found one over here, possibly got one over towards the south, maybe? Can actually get a good look at that. Because this could be make or break if he decides to commit to... I mean, if Neenja commits to early barracks here, not having a very safe hunt could be killer. In fact, it's a bit unfortunate that deer's all the way out of the way. Didn't actually get a good look to see if he scouted over in this corner though, because I've got the feeling there's probably a hunt over here. Ninja's also got a hunt. A little bit outside of town center radius, so... Ninja's actually going to scout this out pretty quickly here. Alex is actually just going to go for the storehouse here. Ninja just gathering the wood from off his hunt, so he might actually be able to go for an early barracks and try and punish this. Yeah, Alex did actually have a couple of closer hunts. He just wasn't lucky enough to actually find them earlier. Just gotta suck a little bit for him. But at the same time, there's a lot of food here, a lot of resources to gather out of this one storehouse. So we can get these boar, get the berries, get most of the hunt for the value of a single storehouse there. No, none back there, but there was one on the front side for him. So one at the rear there too. That would have been probably the best one for Alex to find there. So Neenja, he's actually going to commit to an early barracks here. Alex, he's going to go for one of his own. So the Castellum, the Roman equivalent, you can actually upgrade it to have a ranged attack. I'm not sure if Presidium actually has an innate ranged attack these days, or if you've actually got to upgrade it to, I mean, actually got to garrison units in order to actually have the damage nowadays. But originally, when these first came out, they were crazy strong because they were like a tower. Shorter range, but more health, and you could actually train out of them. So people were doing all sorts of crazy forward Castellum proxy pushes, and actually just using them as a tower, just planting them all around resources around the map, while also constantly pushing into their opponent. Don't really see much of that these days. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the base damage of the Castellum no longer is there. You've actually got to have a villager at least garrisoned. I don't think you can have engineers garrisoned either. Don't really see much of it, the tech being used for defensive situations though. But this will be nice for Alex because Neenja will be looking at running in individual spears as he trains them. Alex has already got his scout and 3 spears here to defend this, so this is basically the perfect situation he could ask for when going for a Rax on what's otherwise a very risky hunt. In fact, he probably could just bring the scout here, kill this boar right next to the storehouse, have the spears of his own help. But Neenja, meanwhile, splitting up, just making sure his opponent's not running some spears over his side of the map now. But he's not going to want to fight until he can get everything together here. So these spearmen are pretty evenly matched. In fact, the Roman ones, they've got 20 more health. I believe they're both 60 cost units here, but the Roman ones are slightly more tanky. Don't ask me why. So now Ninja's able to actually get a bit of damage done because it's caught Alex with only the 3 spearmen over here. He's going to have to bring over some more to help back this up. You might want to even just engage now just to save this last guy. Neenja has other spears here as well. So getting that damage off for Neenja actually puts him slightly ahead now. Alex over gathering a little bit on the wood. Otherwise doing a pretty good job. 16 vills to 18 here for Neenja, so a slight slip up in vill production here for Alex, but for now he's okay. Neenja is eager to get that second town center out though. Alex is also going for his, also has plenty of resources for it. Still actually needs to get the food for an age up here, so he needs to get maybe 1 or 2 of these villagers over here on the food. Possibly look at killing these boar, like I said, while he's still got a scout alive. Alex is actually forcing Neenja off the hunt here, so this is costing Neenja a bit of gather time. When he folds back over onto the berries, it's also going to cost him the actual gather rate at any given time. But Alex sticking around for a fight. He probably didn't need to take there. There's 6 of his opponent's spears to 5 of his own, and he's going to lose 2 of them pretty much for free, other than having forced Neenja to get a storehouse, sacrifice a bit of gather time. No hunting dogs for either player. And Alex actually gathering a bit of gold out here as well. Neenja already age 2. Just waiting on 30 more wood. There we go. He's going to go for a second town center. This is well placed because it's going to guard a gold mine. He's not actually having to invest in a gold mine at all. I don't know if he just hasn't realized that. Yeah, there we go. He's going to switch his town center gathering focus. I'm going to try and poke at Alex before he's able to get to age 2 and get any counter infantry out, because as long as he's got the spearman count advantage, he'll win fights here. He killed a couple more spearmen than his opponent. Sparing one of those Roman spears. Yeah, they do have that 20 health advantage, so they will take 2 more hits over their Greek counterparts, but even still. Now, Alex has got to try and get on a hunt somewhere, so he's already shifted over to this top side of his base. Sorry if I'm starting to sound a little husky. My throat's getting a bit dry. It's been a big day. It's been a good day, so thank you all for all the players who've attended, and thank you guys for watching. The Neenja, that forward town center gives him a good position here to... he's invested in the storehouse anyway. Why you do that? Oh well, it means he's going to last twice as long on each of these gold mines then, basically, rather than having to rush from one to the other, I suppose. It does cost him a little bit more initially, having invested in that storehouse when he's already got the town center over here, but for now he's got the map control, so he can sort of rely on more long-term sort of building placement in SimCity. Though in saying that, he's going to have to get a Paspis out, because no doubt got legionary production here from Alex, who's going for Auxilia Camp rather than going for the more common Presidium. More common Praetorium, sorry, to give himself access to officers, particularly Decurions, early on. Alex is going to have to try and get another storehouse here and go for Picker's Gloves, because it's a really necessary upgrade to have when gathering off berries for prolonged amounts of time. He's going to go for the second town center, actually, so this might not have to worry about it and just get hunting dogs instead. Neenja, well, Alex is doing a good job of scouting this, actually. Got units all around the town center, plenty of vision. Neenja, for the meanwhile, is just backing off, going to produce some Saris, some Hypaspis. Going to add the range for Toxotes as well, so does Neenja actually happen to see... Yeah, Neenja did see the Auxilia Camp, so rather than going for the Toxotes before adding any stables, he's got the stables first, which might be a really good idea if Alex is going to max out his slinger production, turn that up to 11. Neenja is just continuing to creep forward here, so this gives him good map control. Alex is also creeping forward with his town centers here. Control that gold mine. We could go for one over here as well, but I mean, he's already finished off that hunt, so it sort of made that a little bit less than ideal. Though we can go for the boar that are over there as well, so it could also be quite useful for that, because he's also got the berries to fall back on, guards some wood, guards this choke as well, which is very important, protects his wood line and his initial town center gatherers. Right now, Alex, 27 vills. Neenja on 38, so he's just had much more consistent double TC production. A little bit quicker second town center, a little bit better one town center villager production as well. So the longer this game goes on, the more gaps there might be with Alex's villager production, the more Neenja will end up innately ahead just through economy. At the same time, if Neenja doesn't make the right units or happens to throw some away, I think Alex could definitely turn this one around. Alex moving out with a couple of legionaries there, just scouting out, but not really wanting to commit to anything with just them out there. A couple of Saris going in for a raid here from Neenja, but there's Decurion and Spears back here to defend. Oh, the engineer's going to have to be garrisoned, so it's nice for Alex. Good awareness there. He'll be able to go straight back on the gold mine, save the engineer. The Decurion should actually be able to trade pretty well into 3 Saris, particularly with Spears not very far away. You're just going to try and find an opportunity to actually take a fight against Alex or deny some resources here, but he's not really seeing anything easily accessible here. He's just playing this quite safely. Probably needs to get some eco techs on the way because he hasn't taken any yet. While Neenja, both food techs from age 1 and both his wood and gold gathering eco techs he's now fit in. It's rough for Alex because he's sort of overstepped there to actually engage. And now he's going to have to try and pull his units back, but the damage has sort of already been done there. And now he's really back to the drawing board in terms of his army size. Neenja trying to engage on the gold gatherers, but they're on the far side of the town centre. He's got a little bit of mixed range damage here, so it'll be painful for any infantry or range to cop. It's really the Decurions that can face tank all this range damage, and this slinger count's really being thinned out here by Neenja, so this means the Toxotes don't have a lot to worry about unless Decurions are directly focusing them. Neenja using surplus Saris there to try and deny a bit of gold gathering. Try and move these Toxotes away from the Decurion, but Alex is really running out of a front line here. This early game hasn't panned out the way he's wanted it to. His slinger's overstepping a little bit. This one's going to get some good damage off on these Toxotes in the meanwhile, on Neenja. Trying to take out the Castellum, stop the infantry production here because it means his Saris are nice and safe. The town centre, ideally Alex wants these focusing down Toxotes and then Hypaspis, or Toxotes and then Spears, because the Saris have got nice innate ranged armour, pierce armour 40%. So as much as he wants slingers, and he wants to keep them alive and away from Saris, he's really best off using the slingers on Toxotes, using the town centres on infantry, and just hoping he's got enough melee to try and drive away the Saris here. But Neenja, this is a great spot for him. 54 Vils to Alex's 35. He's not really been able to stabilise since he moved out with that fight there. So now he's got single Decurion as his army and single infantry and range production. And Neenja, streaming across more and more units, he's able to add another range, add another barracks. In fact, he's added a 3rd range in the meanwhile. And he's starting to now take out eco as well. It's looking very, very rough for Alex here. Another military production under a bit of threat. Not quite the full force is focusing it down though. So Neenja's trying to actually take out as much eco as he can, try and kill off the engineers, prevent buildings from being finished. Alex is just trying to gather what gold he can, but also really started to run out here. He's still got this gold over here to gather, but he's trying to get more production up because he's worried he's going to lose buildings in this position. Let's try and get a tower or 2 if he can. Slinger, valiant effort to try and take out some Toxotes there, but it's just too outnumbered at the moment. Saris, not the world's best raiding cavalry, but good enough at the moment. Alex is 31 Vils, Neenja up to 59 here, so he's actually briefly cut village production. He probably doesn't really need to, because went ahead, get more ahead. Here we go, he's reviving his Vil production. Yeah, went ahead, get more ahead's more of a StarCraft saying, but man, it's honestly true for all RTS. So Alex, gold eco in tatters at the moment, down good number of villages as well from all this aggression, both in terms of villager kills by Neenja and in terms of delayed villager production. That mass of Saris can't really stick around, other than maybe to snipe the pair of slingers there. Even then, there's enough spears and Decurions to make that a bit of an unattractive push here. I'm just thinking he might be able to sneak it in and get 1 or 2 of them though. So, maybe not. He's going to possibly lose a Sari for his troubles. Yeah, he will do, but it's a healthy army mass here for Neenja, up to 127 pop to Alex's 57 at the moment. He's not really, not really been able to stabilize. Having to try and get some guard towers out, but I don't know if he's going to have the time to finish that, because Ninja's got hefty force here. These guys will be able to finish off the spears quite quickly in the lower numbers. Even though the Saris are getting quite low, there's still enough of them to be a huge threat to slingers. You really need to be microed onto the Toxotes to get the full value. Same with the Decurions, but there is also a bit of an infantry front line still for Neenja, so he's going to focus on some of this military production here. Alex running dry on food for the moment, so he's trying to get food, but the wolf's only worth 75. He really needs to get on top of this hunt or on this berries back here if he can, but I don't know if he's going to have the time. Army production is basically all over for the moment. He hasn't got any auxiliary camps left either, so he desperately needs food to produce anything at the moment. He's got no wood gold army units to make. Which is already set up with the resources. He needs to go to age 3. Not far off the resources, he needs to go to age 4 really, if he's able to have a passive age 3 here. Considering he's dealt so much damage to Alex, we'll take out that tower, try and threaten all these wood gatherers now. Alex just trying to cram out some more spears, but they're popping out of these Castellans. He probably wants to just produce up here, if he can. Maybe get another Presidium or a couple of auxiliary camps as well, but might be too little too late. Looks like Neenja takes the game, so GG. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in, guys. But I think I might have to call it there. I'm starting to notice my own voice starting to drag a bit. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll host some more next weekend. I hope you're all here then. I'll try and get some more heavy hitters like Madlib and Ares or Carnage and Eerie to come and play as well. We'll see you around. And I hope to see some new faces signing up as well, because ideally I'll try and pair up any of the newer players with other new players and more advanced players with other advanced players, sorry. And yeah, we can make some real games of it. I do want to thank all of our players who signed up today, and all of our players who filled in that weren't officially signed up but just happened to be around. So yeah, guys,